Good afternoon. My name's Julie Manning, and I'm here today to talk to you about my goal setting for my mentor to business experience. I have chose Motors Service and Supply Company that my husband works for and has worked for some time, and it parallels my own family business that I was raised in, so I found it interesting. My main contact, as you can see, here's my the hierarchy of Motor Service and Supply. It is family owned. It was opened in 1929 by another gentleman, and then Brad, who is the owner now, along with Lori, is the office manager. Their father took it over in 1984 after working there for 26 years from the previous owner. My main focus is obviously going to be on the entire company, but my main contact is going to be Lori, because she is in the area that I hope to be in once I get my degree, which would be as an office manager, because I get to do a little bit of everything. So this is the flow chart. Obviously goes from Brad, oversees pretty much everything. Lori is office manager, does human resources, bookkeeping, accounts payable, accounts receivable, amongst other items that come up on a daily basis, in any company. And then Ron, who is the shop foreman, he's a machinist, and he oversees, engine assemblies and so forth. In addition, there is the inside sales right here that looks at or sells paint and auto parts, and they are also handled the delivery drivers. To the right of this, you see Jeff Manning, my husband, is inside sales as well, but he also does the IT with the new scanning handheld scanner that they received to help with inventory and so forth. So he's in inventory management as well as inside sales. And then you have the outside sales, which the salesperson goes out to the different auto repair shops in the area for auto parts and paint. And then last but not least is the receiving and purchasing by Dawn. And she does stock orders as well as engine parts and shop supplies. Again, Jeff does help with, as needed, with this ordering as well. So that is the overview of Motor Services. My professional goal, like I said, I came from a small family business. So I want to know the big picture. In today's global economy where we have these huge conglomerates like Walmart and Target, things of that nature, how does this family business survive in a global market like we have today? What makes them stand out and be in business for, personally, well, they've been in business since '84, so, we're talking over 35 years. So, and likewise with my own family business. So, the other thing is the small steps to achieve my goal is my main contact is going to be Lori, again, because that's kind of where I'm focusing my career, is to be more of an office manager with multiple duties, to keep me busy and keep me entertained, keep the flow, the process of the organization going smoothly. And then also Brad, the owner, because Brad has a different twist on it. He does some sales and just the overall knowledge between Lori and Brad, being brother and sister. They have a vast amount of knowledge that I love to pick their brains. And then of course Jeff, because they just brought in the scanner that I was talking about to do inventory, and Jeff is basically in charge of that as far as inventory management and IT. So those are my small steps. My personal goal, I guess the main thing is, what am I going to do with my degree? I have several degrees, and I am a people person, and I love to help people. So that's the big thing, is my personal goal is, what do I want to do for my personal goal? my small steps to achieve my personal goal would be to really identify the job duties that are involved for the office manager position. The office manager, again, depending on what profession you're in and what industry you're in, can change and does change. I would also like to know the demand for this career in the Wausau area. So in order to do that, I need to also, research what's out there. And then finally, research other names for office manager title. I was doing a little bit of a brief research, and I found out that there's things called business office managers, and they basically do the same thing as an office manager, but they oversee maybe 15 to 20 people. So that is one area that I am looking at as well. Support groups, as far as having support groups, obviously Lori, although she's not a group, Lori and Motors Service and Supply will be a great place for me to get a lot of support. The Wisconsin Job Center, my contact there would be a great source, as well as the internet. And as NTC has great career assistance, so I will be in touch with them. And then I know that NTC has a job fair coming up in the spring. So those are going to be some great places to kind of feel out what's in the area and how to go from there. Who and what is most important to me now and in the future? First off, I like to make life easier. I like to make people happy. I know that everybody can't be happy, but it's we can try to respect each other and learn from each other, and we all are treated equally. I would love to have diverse job duties. I would like a career, not a job. To me, a job is something you have to go to every day and you dread doing it. I've been down that road. I would like a career that will utilize my numerous degrees and vast knowledge of business as well as accounting and so forth, and also give me that responsibility to drive me, challenge me a little bit more. So that's what's important, and in the future, to keep learning from not only internet or special workshops, but also from my coworkers and my colleagues, or even my employees if I'm overseeing them. So in essence, basically, like I said, I chose Motors Service Supply because of the consistency it has with my own family business, and I mean, to the point where they both started in 1929. They had previous owners. Gene had at Motor Service and Supply started in he bought the place after working there for 26 years in 1984. My parents worked there. My father worked there for a while and then bought Baseman Shoe and Clothing in 1977. So there's a little bit of correlation there. As far as that, Gene did bring in computers in 1989, I believe it was, which was new, obviously, at the time for Motor Service and Supply, or for any company at that time. And that was a huge step. He was ahead of the curve on the technology, and they're continually upping their game to stay with technology. So I thank you once again for taking time to listen to me, and I hope you have a wonderful day.